And welcome back to MTG Rundown. My name's Andrew.
I'm Happy Evans.
And I'm Elijah.
And today we are packed full of not a lot of news. I'm not going to lie to you. There's not a lot of Magic the Gathering news. There's a couple things here and there. But I figured what we'll do is we'll go over the light little couple things to touch up on, like the Commander Collection Black and Innistrad Double Feature release date. And then talk a little bit more about Alchemy, our favorite format.
It's so great.
It's so great. Nothing's wrong with it. And then we'll talk about some of our more favorite times in Magic. Maybe some games that we played that just had some really memorable moments, whether they were good for us or bad for us. We'll find out. So yeah, let's start with the good stuff. Commander Collection Black and Innistrad Double Feature scheduled to be released on January 28th, 2022. We're almost there, folks.
Yeah, see, I have been wondering, pondering, really just looking deep into the orb to figure out what do I want to spend my Christmas bonus on? What do I want to do to treat myself? And then it's Commander Collection Black.
Yeah,
it's Commander Collection Black. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I need literally all of those cards. It's Liliana, so I am obligated by law to purchase it at least twice.
Nice.
Because
nice.
That is the pact that I made when I signed my soul over.
Oh,
you know?
my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
This is beautiful.
Oh yeah, the alt arts are delightful. We've got that Phyrexian
Arena,
Reanimate, the Deluge.
Ooh, the Toxic. Ooh, I might have to get
the
this.
Deluge.
Honestly,
is
that
great.
command tower is pretty good.
Yeah, man.
And the Soul Ring's nice.
The Soul Ring is sweet. You got Liliana Heretical Healer alt art.
And a snake
a
token.
Sweet snake token.
We flip that over.
That flips to a
Zambi.
sweet Zamborino. Yeah. I mean, it's just fantastic.
It's a good collection.
It's a knockout in literally every way.
Yeah, I am a fan. Oh, that Reanimate. It's perfect. Like,
Papa Need.
Yeah, these are all good staple cards for Commander. Even a little bit of Modern there, too. I mean, you could do something with Reanimate or Toxic Deluge. Why not? Don't judge me.
Are you gaslighting me? Are you gaslighting me while Elijah hacks and dies in the corner?
Yep.
Maybe.
How dare you?
Maybe he's affected by some Toxic Deluge.
You know what, Andrew?
I am ashamed.
I'm just here to cause chaos.
Yeah, no, the art is beautiful. I mean, honestly, there is nothing bad about this Commander Collection. The Commander Collection Green did not super appeal to me, even though it did have Sylvan Library.
Yeah, I was gonna get that one, but I decided against it. I'm like the only card I really wanted was
Sylvan Library and Worldly Tutor were like the two.
See, I don't even really, I don't really care that much about Worldly Tutor.
Neither do I,
honestly. But so I skipped it.
Sure.
It was a skipper. But Ghoul Caller, Gisa, Ophiomancer, Phyrexian Arena, Reanimate, Toxic Deluge, Soul Ring, Command Tower, and Liliana Heretical Healer are black staples.
They are all of them. All of them black staples. All of them super strong.
Yeah, I'm buying them, and my Liliana Mono Black deck is suddenly going to get a lot prettier.
Oh yeah, definitely a lot prettier.
A lot prettier. Yeah.
It's gonna be real good. Oh my god.
It's gonna be lit, fam.
That Toxic Deluge, I love it.
Do the kids still say lit?
Elijah,
do the kids still say lit?
I'm older than you.
I don't care. You feel younger.
That's true. You know what? That's a
We're not
statement.
gonna bring back the lingo that I know back when I was a youngin.
Is it hip? Is it sick?
I don't know. I broke it though.
Is it fresh to death?
And then we have the next thing with. We're just gonna move on. From there.
Roadie to the max.
I hate it here.
Tubular.
Dude, oh my god,
Totally
it's so
tubular.
Okay, I'm not that old. Let's calm down.
It's fat as hell, bro.
Why do we exist? Why?
That was great.
Yes. This is the moment in the show where everything goes downhill from here. No. We have the Innistrad Double Feature where it looks like the premium store are going to get some sick moonlit lands.
Oh, those delicious lands that 10 people get to touch.
Yeah, only 10 people. If an 11th person touches them, the cards just combust.
It's true. It's true.
It's true. It's very true. Have a disclaimer.
WPN stores are garbage.
Oh. They are. They really
I
are.
hate it.
I hate it. It's so like I hate seeing these awesome cards that are just like I really feel like everyone should have a chance at them.
Yeah, going
like,
to like 10
no.
stores across the country.
like,
Yeah, it's
no.
awful.
It's like, how special are you? You're not that special. Sorry, Timmy. Pushes you down a well. That's how it feels.
I just looking at the requirements to be a Wizards
it's a
premium
lot.
store is it doesn't make sense.
It's painful.
It doesn't make financial sense to go through all of those upgrades to get that.
Just get some sweet lands.
It's ridiculous. I hate it.
Yeah, it's really. I really hope they'll kind of revisit that. Maybe make it not so exclusive, but this is Wizards of the Coast we're talking about.
Yeah,
we love them and hate them. Mostly hate sometimes.
mostly hate.
Mostly hate.
Mostly hate.
Mostly hate.
Yeah,
And I mean,
Love to hate them.
You love to hate them. You love to hate them.
that's true.
And you're still gonna spend the money because
You will.
Trash.
love to hate 'em.
Yeah, I'm trash. I'm gonna spend money. I know what I am.
There's no doubt. You're not lying to yourself.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I gave up on having self-esteem a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
It's been so nice since I just let that go.
Oh yeah, and like that's basically it for the big news this week. Unfortunately, like I was really hoping like somewhere out of the blue yesterday, like a BNR announcement would come up. That would have been really funny.
Nope.
Just something to complain about.
Nope.
But no, the only other thing I can really think about talking about that's newsworthy is let's continue that conversation about alchemy. So last week, folks, we had some very, very strong opinions about the release of alchemy.
And we were right.
We're right. There's no
We were
joke
right.
about that. We're right. We have some right opinions. The problem is others in this community are very much have a much stronger vitriol reaction to alchemy.
Well, they did destroy Historic.
They did. They did.
You know,
Well, to be
they
fair,
didn't need to.
to be fair on Historic, they started that when they did the Historic Horizons.
Yeah, Historic Horizons
The
is
jump,
the
yeah.
historic anthology.
Yeah, they did that already.
Yeah.
So them doing alchemy is just adding to it. It's why the alchemy cards are like that in Historic.
I think saying like they destroyed Historic. I mean, let's be honest. Historic was kind of on its way. Like Historic has never been a format anyone is like excited about.
Right.
It's the format you play on Arena when
You want to play with your old cards.
You want to play with your old cards.
your old standard cards.
Yeah. It's not good. Like, can you tell me the cards in Historic? Can you tell me what the Historic meta is right now?
Off the top of my head.
Yeah,
No.
see, that's what I
Top of my
mean,
head.
right? Like,
Actually, I can't tell you one. I can tell you right now, I think the top deck right now is Golgari Food with Luris.
yeah,
It's because they
which is
nerfed the extra turns into the ground.
which is the standard list from Throne.
Yep.
It's just a
is.
standard list, but the cards haven't rotated.
And I mean, that's the thing. Historic is basically Arena's answer to going, okay, I know people want Modern on this format and not have to deal with MTGO and their nuances, but that was their way of going, here, it's literally going home when you're saying, Mom, I want to play Modern. You're like, no, you have Modern at home. Modern at home is Historic.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That is literally what it is. And again, Historic has already been setting itself on fire. But the part that I'm getting a little I don't want to say irritated, more disappointed, is that there are plenty of content creators right now that are going to be playing Alchemy. They're going to stream it. They're going to record it. It is
it's the new thing. It's the new thing that Wizards that Magic did. And so they're going to record and stream it because that's how they make money.
It's also
that's literally their job.
It's also not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Alchemy's not going anywhere.
No.
It's not
like for example, I saw today, I was going through, I was at my other job, I'm going through, and I see, oh, hey, cool, Saffron Olive from MTG Goldfish is streaming some Alchemy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. You know, I expected that. It's a new thing. That's his job. He's going to do that.
Yeah, he also wants to do it against the odds with a card from Alchemy as well. Play some Alchemy doing against the odds deck with a random card that they changed. And I was like, that sounds I'd love to see it.
Yeah,
because he works for Channel Fireball, a content creation site. Like that's
what he does.
That is his job is to do this for this site. Like,
Exactly. I mean, it's what he does for MTG Goldfish, and that's what he does. And the comments are just so vitriol. It's going, like, there was this guy that went on this ramp, like he is on the tiniest soapbox in the world, going on this whole thing, how, oh, Wizards are just destroying the game and everything. It's like, here, I have a simple solution for you. And I'm going to share this with you folks. It's the easiest solution in the world. Don't watch it. You don't have to watch it.
You know, here's the thing about new things, about pretty much any form of media. You don't have to engage with it.
Nope.
If it doesn't interest you, you can simply refuse to take part in it.
Exactly.
No one is forcing alchemy on you.
Nope.
And if someone is forcing alchemy on you, that's weird. That's a weird thing to force on someone else.
Yeah. You have eyes, and you can use them to look at what you would like to look at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can simply click on standard and click on best of 3 because you're not a troglodyte and play some standard.
Exactly. Yeah, best of 1 standard. I mean, come on. That's
Absolute trash fire.
It is
Why would
trash
you play
fire.
that?
Well, I mean,
It's just burn versus burn.
yeah. Ask Covert Go Blue. We're not going there.
No.
No, but the whole point is, people, is you don't have to like something. I'm not telling you to like something. I'm not telling you not to like something. But you have to understand there is a difference from giving your an opinion about something like we do. We give our opinions about alchemy. We don't like it. We told you why.
It's not for me.
It's
I'm not
not.
the target audience, and that's okay.
And that's perfectly fine. But don't go in there going, I'm going to unsubscribe from you because you're playing alchemy and I hate it. Arr! No, don't do that. That's dumb. You just go, oh, hey, you know what? I'm not interested in this video, so I'm not going to watch this one. Yeah, they're going to get one less view, but guess what they're going to do tomorrow? They're going to bring something else you like. You know they are. They normally do. And I'm going to tell you right now, content creators know alchemy's not good.
I mean, to be fair, I haven't read what Saffron Olive thinks, but based on what he said in the thing about alchemy, I don't think he's a fan of it either.
No, no, people aren't a fan of it.
He just wants to do it. And like, as I was watching his spoilers, his spoiler videos for it, he was talking about how you could make like a Rakdos blood token deck with the sanguine
I'm gonna be real unprofessional because I'm gonna pull up an article I
with
saw.
the sanguine brushstroke
Just use the-
and stuff.
It didn't pull up.
Like sanguine brushstroke and the bloodline purveyor and all the other, and like Anji and stuff. I was like, honestly, I might actually like want to play.
Oh yeah,
That.
that's a good article.
But
Yeah. So there was. Oh, okay, we're not working. Never mind. I'm not gonna pull up that article.
I can pull up the article.
Thank you, bud.
Mark Rosewater did an interview for Wargaming magazine,
Yeah.
something like that. Basically responding to the disappointment,
The backlash, if you will.
surrounding alchemy. Yeah, wargamer.com. Yep. Basically saying that, like, I mean, yeah, well, like you this isn't going to be the only thing Magic is going to be. Like, it's a thing for people who want it, but it's not all
Yeah.
Magic is.
yeah, he said the goal was to give people something that could do something outside of what tabletop was capable of.
Yeah.
And he realized it wouldn't be for everybody. He agreed that, you know, the way that it's launched and the way that it's been received isn't great, and there's probably some things they need to tweak and some things they need to change, but that's not, you know, but the point of it was to give you something that went outside of what tabletop. And he knows a lot of people just want to stick with tabletop and all they want is more tabletop. But he also understands that there's a lot of people that would like to branch out, that would like to do things like Conjure and Seek that you can't do in paper. And I totally understand that. I just think, like everybody else, the reception and the way that they've rolled it out hasn't been great.
Right. And again, this comes to a whole thing that we're not the target audience for this. There is a target audience for people who want the more digital feeling. I know plenty of people who play Magic that are introverts. They don't want to go out to the big crowds. They don't want to come to an LGS and play against other people and be around people physically.
It's intimidating.
It's very intimidating. There are people that have anxiety disorders that can't do that. So MTGA is the perfect way for them to play. And them offering a digital focused content or digital focused, gameplay makes total sense.
Yeah.
And sure, the way they've brought it out and they rolled it out, they probably should have worked on it better. But
that's also pretty much par for the course for Wizards.
Yeah, they've always
Every
done this.
new thing is a trend. Do we remember set boosters here? Do we remember Zendikar Rising set boosters?
I do. I remember
Because
those.
they were terrible.
They were bad.
It was awful, 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 awful. And now they're fine.
Everything's fine.
And now set boosters are fine, and no one cares.
No.
Nope. Everyone got
No
over
one
it.
cares.
Everyone got over it. It got better, and we've moved on. And
And
we're
that-
hoping the same thing that happens with Alchemy.
And it could happen. There's a track record that shows that it comes out bad but gets better.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And again, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Everybody has them. You're entitled to them.
If you think Alchemy's great, more power to you.
Yeah, have
Play-
fun.
Play,
Hey,
the
if
hell out of it, please.
If it makes you happy, go for it. Not for everything. There are some things you shouldn't do even if it makes you happy.
Correct.
But
with Alchemy, go
with
for it.
Alchemy, yeah, that's fine. And that was kind of my big thing. I saw that today. I saw a lot of those comments just so vitriol, so just like attacking these people, these kind of people doing their jobs.
Yeah.
People doing their jobs. And let me tell you something, folks, they're not losing any sleep. I promise you. Like, for the people who do watch this and want to comment and say, "Oh, I don't agree with what he said," I don't care. You don't have to. You don't have to agree with me. I don't want you to necessarily agree with me. I want you to have your own opinion, but make sure you
in a civil
formulate it.
manner.
Yeah, in
Civil
a civil
manner.
manner,
Civil manner.
and make sure you formulate something that there can be a little bit back and forth.
I also want to really impress how important it is to actually, like, if you're going to criticize anything, you need to have first experienced it. If you want to just spew hate on Alchemy, whatever, that's your prerogative. I think it's dumb.
Play it first.
But yeah, play it first.
Yep.
Engage with the content on its own terms, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. But if you do like it, that's great. Don't just regurgitate the same talking points over and over and over and over again because someone on Reddit said it and you thought it sounded cool, and that's your opinion now.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it. You got to try. I mean, that's what I did. I tried Arena. Alchemy. I tried Arena. I tried Alchemy. I actually played a fun little 4-color Omnath deck because I miss my Omnath. I
Yeah.
miss it in Standard.
Miss Little now.
Oh, yeah, a little Omnath.
Little nom nom.
And it was exactly how I thought it was going to go. Wasn't for me. I played it for a few hours. I gave it the good old college try. I wanted to really experience it, try to get it against other decks. Didn't work for me. I didn't like the feel of it. I didn't like the randomness and the unknown with Conjure and all of that. It wasn't for me. I was able to formulate that opinion because I tried it.
I have not tried Alchemy.
Mhm.
And you know what? I'm not going to offer an opinion on Alchemy anymore. It's because I haven't tried it. I do not intend on trying it. It does not interest me. And that's all that's good. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
That's where
it.
that's open and shut.
Yep, that's all. It's just that simple. So basically, moral of the story, kids: if you don't like something, that's okay. You don't have to. Just don't be dumb about it. Pretty simple there.
Yeah.
Now on to better things. So as I said, very light news week. There's not much. So we got together. We're like, so what could we talk about? So I figured, hey, let's talk about some of our more favorite moments playing Magic. Like, there are some matches, I think, in everybody's minds, especially here at this table, that have just really caught you going, man, I'm never going to forget that because it was ridiculous, whether it was good for you or bad for you. So let's kind of go around the table. Let's start with Happy.
Sure. One of my favorite things is actually a commander. I know I don't like commander, but I play a lot of it because that's what everybody else plays, and I want to play Magic. So one of my favorite things that I've ever done in Magic is I was playing Aminatu, the Fate Shifter. She's a delight. Elijah was there. Elijah remembers this. Essentially, Elijah was playing Toralf, the guy who says
God of Fury.
burn has trample.
I turned red into green. I love
And then another gentleman was, not Andrew, I know I gestured to Andrew, but it wasn't Andrew, was playing 4-color Omnath Landfall. And so basically, there was a fourth person, but I didn't really mess with him. Basically, all I did was I resolved Reflector Mage, and all I did for the game was more or less just bounce Elijah's Teralf
Yep.
and the other gentleman's Omnath.
Yep.
And I had a blast just locking 2 people out of the game forever because that's fun. I'll feast on their misery. I'm the villain. You might see me be the villain in a little bit, but you probably won't. Sad that my win on camera is going to be lost forever, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, we attempted to record a game of Commander. It didn't go well just because there was a lot of technical issues. I mean, that's just how that goes.
It was a trial run, and it went as trial runs go, not well.
Basically, Elijah started a fight he couldn't win, and he lost first.
Oh, come on. No, that's bull.
Yeah.
No, me and you fought each other for no reason. And then we left Edgar Markov alone.
Yep.
And he just wiped everybody else.
Sure did.
Boy, did you guys clear the board like 8
Yeah.
times, and
You're
I
welcome.
just did not. It just didn't matter to me.
Nope. Yeah, we had Happy here playing Edgar. You were playing Kirk. I was
Mono
playing
Black
Verena. Then my spouse who joined in played Lenore, and I felt bad for them. They were kind of just
Yeah.
couldn't
Yeah,
get
that was
anything
a-
going.
Human tribal is real hard when you don't have a board state.
Yeah,
Because we
and-
kept wiping it.
Well, I'm sorry. Elijah here was like, "Oh look, I'm gonna do Kirk things, and I'm
6
gonna."
demons. 6 demons.
Yep.
6 demons.
So
So
here
6
I'm,
demons.
here I'm going. All right, I guess I'm gonna Wrath of God because I'm playing Verena, so I'm playing Esper colors. I guess I'm gonna Wrath of God. Okay, I guess I'm gonna Living Death. Okay, I guess I'm gonna reanimate your Runescar demon to get another board wipe to stop this bullcrap. And it was just,
It was a great
disgusting.
time. I
Yep.
just sat in my corner and went, okay.
It's okay. I got you back later.
Okay, it's true. It's true. He did.
Yeah, it was great. We played another game after the 3 of us. I was at 9 life with Prosper, and I still won.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's
It was
beautiful.
ridiculous.
It was
pretty good.
beautiful.
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
there'll be a video coming eventually. We just got to figure out the technical issues.
Yeah, we just got to fix a couple things here and there, like, people's heads and cameras, buttons being pressed.
Buttons being pressed should happen. Buttons need to be pressed.
Buttons should be pressed
Should always be
once.
pressed. Once. Oh, gosh, that sounds disgusting, your moment. Oh, gosh. I wasn't even there. And I
It,
was
it
pretty
was
good.
not fun
It was
I
pretty
bet.
good.
because
Alright,
you can't play it next turn. So you got to wait a turn and then you play it and it gets bounced immediately.
So,
Yeah.
Elijah, what moment do you got? What do you got?
So the first time I ever built the Reaper King for Scarecrow Tribal like a monster, I didn't build it correctly because I went more tribal buffing than nobody gets to have a board. So
How many scarecrows
Huh?
are in the? Continue. I'm
a lot,
sorry.
a lot. So the first time I built it, it was just a ton of scarecrows and like Vanquisher's Banner and Herald's Horn. It wasn't stuff you normally would be doing to just bounce them to destroy more things. But the first game I ever played with it, I got real lucky and I got a turn 9 Rite of Replication off on Reaper King for 30 triggers. So I got to take 30 things and just say they get blown up, which includes lands because it's target permanent. Doesn't matter if they're lands. So I literally wiped the entire board. Nobody had lands. Nobody had creatures or artifacts or enchantments. I wiped literally everything. And then everybody scooped because nobody wants to deal with that. And I went, that was the point. And then it never happened again.
You gonna pay for that? You gonna pay for
Pay
it?
for that? We're gonna pay for that. Yeah, listen. If our friend would have stabbed that person,
I would have let him.
I would have.
I would have let him.
I would have just been like, I saw nothing.
Yeah.
I'm blind. I play Magic with Braille. Anyways, no, that's disgusting. Why did you destroy lands? That's the worst thing.
Well,
you
I have
can
no
do.
other target.
I've
talking about?
never.
We're talking about.
destroyed-
I was playing Esper land
Yeah.
destruction last week.
Yeah. If that's like the
hate
focus,
you.
well, it's different. In your guys' scenario, he Armageddon and then let the game go on another 12 turns. Like that's different. Me, I do it and the game's over because
Well,
I have a board state and you don't. His is nobody does, including me. Let's restart.
There was a time my old Gabby Commander deck, because I was not getting anywhere and I just wanted to watch chaos ensue. It was kind of early. I was like, okay, cool. I had Gabby out. Gabby's ability is the first card you cycle that turn costs 0 instead of the cycling cost.
Yeah.
I cycled a Decree of Annihilation.
Yeah. Yep.
And destroyed everybody's lands. And I made a kitty. The important part.
The important part, the Dino Kitty.
Yeah, everyone was mad.
There's a difference between I Reaper King, I wipe everything, including your lands and your other stuff. You have nothing, I have everything. We go next. Versus I have a ton of stuff, you guys have a ton of stuff. Let me just wipe the lands because I can, and we're gonna go for the 12 turns because I decide my deck does that. I'm gonna Armageddon and then wipe everybody's boards in general, and we're restarting the game.
Yeah.
That one game we were talking about, though, like where I would have let him stab him repetitively. He never did get an Armageddon off. He had a Ristic Study out and would just go, "You gonna play that one? You gonna play that one? You gonna play that one?"
I thought he did get an Armageddon off.
He
I thought I
did,
heard
he
him play
did.
it.
Oh, he did.
No, you didn't
weren't
play
there
that
for the
Oh, it
game. I
wasn't
was
that
sitting
game.
at another table and I hear
Oh.
Armageddon and I went, "What?" I look at Happy and he goes, I can see on the face you're like, "I'm done with this."
Yeah. It was like Armageddon. I'm like, next game.
Next game.
I don't care. I don't want it. I don't want to.
Oh gosh, that's disgusting. Yeah,
And the guy couldn't protect his own stuff. His lands were going to go too. He was doing it just to do it.
Gotta love people like that. So I think if we're sticking with the Commander theme, because I have two, one for Standard, one for Commander. So for Commander,
Commander one.
so another LGS I used to go to when I lived in South.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's hear Commander. We have some Commander ASR.
Yeah,
Just some
ASMR.
shuffling going on. Shuffle, snap, snap. Everyone hates that snap. Sometimes. Actually, a lot of people hate that snap. They're like, no, don't do that to the cards. But so I used to live in South Jersey with my spouse, and we went to this LGS, and they used to have this little Commander event every Saturday. It was free. If you won your pod, you got a standard pack for free. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's pretty
Nice little thing. So I was playing my very fun Nekusar deck because everybody loves Nekusar. Everybody loves
fun?
Nekusar.
You know what's really fun? When you're playing Joyra and someone else is playing Nekusar.
Hey, how's it going? Oh, it was wonderful. So playing this game. So I have I can't remember his commander, but he was an Esper control player. No, it was Esper. No, I'm remembering correctly. He was real annoying. He's one of those guys going, "Oh yeah, no, I'm playing a real casual deck. By the way, I win turn 3." That's not casual.
No.
That's not casual
That's
at all.
competitive.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
That's
casual.
actually competitive. Turn 3 is competitive.
Across from me, I had the Tamir Animar commander deck.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That's a fun deck.
I love Animar.
And then over here, it was a young lady who normally played Atraxa, but was playing something different, which I was
Okay.
real happy because
Good.
I hate Atraxa.
yeah.
And they play the worst kind of Atraxa.
Atraxa's the greatest.
They play the worst kind of Atraxa. Happy's wrong. Don't listen to Happy.
Atraxa.
Atraxa infect can die.
Worshipped as such.
So, anyways, listening to Happy's wrong opinion, we're playing, and it gets to turn 8. Now, let me set you up a story. Or board state, I should say. Esper player here is getting close to going off and just stopping everybody from having fun and getting that prize standard pack. Player across from me, he's getting Animar built up a little bit. Player over here, she's having a rough time, not able to get a lot going on. Me, well, I have Nekusar out.
Yeah.
I have Swiftfoot boots on it just to protect it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 8 available mana. It's turn 8. It's my turn. I draw my card. I'm looking at my hand. I go, okay. In my hand, I have a Torbran. Now, what Torbran does is he's a 2/4 for 3 red and a colorless, and red sources you control deal 2 additional damage. So now with Nekusar, every time an opponent draws a card, they take a damage. So with Torbran, they're now taking a 3. It's a lightning bolt every card you draw.
It's a lot.
In addition to this, I have a card called Whispering Madness in my hand.
Oh, no.
It is a wheel card, a Dimir wheeled
Oh,
card,
no.
that makes everybody discard their cards, and everyone draws cards equal to the most cards that were discarded. So if you have a player that has 7 or 8 cards, that means that then you're drawing.
Everyone's
7 or 8
drawing
cards.
8, yeah.
So I count my
Typical
mana up, and I go, okay. And I look at the board, and I'm like, okay. So I'm like, guys, this is going to hurt, but I got to stop this guy here. He's kind of the lowest life here. It's going to hurt you guys, but it's going to kill him. They're like, that's fine. So I go, okay, I'm going to cast Torbran. No responses, no nothing. Cool. I'm going to Whispering Madness. Everyone wheels. Everyone takes 21. This guy dies. Then I'm looking at the board. She doesn't have any blockers. And I just put that Cypher onto Nekusar.
Oh, no, I forgot it.
Cypher's
Oh,
a
that's
beautiful
Cypher.
ability.
Wasn't it Cypher?
Cypher's
Oh,
a
no.
beautiful ability, folks. It is a card that will allow you to exile it onto a creature. And when that creature deals combat damage,
You recast the card.
you recast it for free. So I go, okay, I'm going to have Nekusar swing at you for 2 commander damage. Cypher ability,
Wheel.
wheel again, everyone take another 21. I won on turn 8 with Nekusar. It was a beautiful thing. I took a picture of it. One of our friends there, she was like, oh yeah, I want to build a Nekusar deck. I ran over to her pod, interrupted her game going, here's a turn 8 kill for you. And she laughed hysterically from the back room that they were playing at.
Delightful.
Oh, it was so good. I felt like Emperor Palpatine yelling unlimited.
Unlimited power.
Yeah, delightful.
It was wonderful. And it's why Nekusar is one of my favorite decks. And it's actually happened a couple times in later turns and everything,
Sure.
but that was the fastest I've ever won with that deck. And it's one of those ones that just sticks with me going, I did good that day. I did good.
You did good,
Yeah,
kid.
did good.
You
You
did good.
kid.
You did good, kid. Oh man, but no, it's moments like that with Magic. Like those are the positive things you got to look on. There's a lot of negativity that goes on in Wizards and everything, like with Alchemy and all that stuff. That moments like that is what you hold on to and you enjoy. You let it power you through. I know, inspirational, brings a tear to your eye or makes you throw up. I don't know.
It depends on how you're feeling that day.
Yeah, it depends on how you feel that day.
Boys, I got a question.
Yeah.
Sure.
What's your favorite bad card?
My favorite.
What's your favorite bad card?
Oh, I used to remember.
I'll
you go
I'll
first.
lead off. I'll
Yeah,
lead off
lead
to
off.
give you guys some time to think. My favorite bad card is the Festering Newt. Festering Newt is absolutely delightful. That little dude is a 1/1 common for 1 that has a friggin' brick of text on him that you'll never use. He was part of the Witch's Cauldron, not Witch's Cauldron. Witch's. Oh, what was it? Doesn't matter. It was in M14 there was a rare witch, like an uncommon artifact cauldron, and the newt. And the idea was you're supposed to sacrifice the newt with the cauldron to the witch, and you can do a bunch of things. I don't care about that combo. I just want the little dude because he's a 1/1 adorable newt that can block for 2 because it's when he dies, target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. So he's a 1-drop that can block
So
for
he's
2.
adorable.
Or he's a
He is-
1-drop that kills a dork.
Yeah, he's absolutely adorable, but he's also garbage. He's like a 1-cent card. He's do not worry.
But he can kill Ragavan.
But he can kill Ragavan.
So can Shambling Gas. And Shambling Gas is just better.
How about you, Elijah?
I
Favorite bad
think now
card?
that I've been thinking about it, there's a Gruul card I've really been trying to get to work, but it's really cool what it does, but it's also bad because it doesn't do anything after you've done it, and you just a 1/1 could block it and it wouldn't matter. It's one of my favorite newer Gruul cards that I've learned from the Plane Chase anthologies. From Plane Chase 2012, I think it was, and then also Plane Chase Anthology was reprinted. It's a Gruul card called Thromach the Insatiable.
Oh, Jesus.
3 gray Gruul. It's a 0/0. It has Devour X, where X is the number of creatures you devoured this way. So to put it in perspective, Devour says when it enters the battlefield, you're allowed to devour. Devour means you get to sacrifice as many creatures you have on your board as you want. And normally that creature will get counters equal to what Devour is. Normally it's like Devour 2, Devour 1. There's a really powerful one that's Devour 5. He's Devour X, which means it's a 1-to-1 ratio. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. So it's an exponential blow up. So if you sack 10 creatures, he becomes a 100/100. If you sack 12, he's 144/144. You might be thinking, wow, that's real strong if you have a bunch of little things you could sacrifice. You are correct. However, that's it. That's all he is.
My man doesn't have trample.
My man's got no trample.
He's got no trample.
He's no trample, no flying, not even haste, for God's sake. He's got nothing. He's just
solid.
a Devour X.
He's a chonky boy.
He's a chonky boy that requires you to sack a bunch of little things or big things, however you want to do it, which is fine. It's nuts, but you getting that off means you now have this 144 that's going to swing and be blocked by Festering Newt.
Doomblade.
Or Doomblade, sure. You Doomblade him.
Doomblade.
Festering Newt can
Go for the
100%
throw.
block a Throwmock, and you wouldn't care.
It's my boy.
It's crazy.
I'm so proud of my son.
Yeah, of course you can give him trample and stuff, but it's just the amount of setup required for Throwmock to work is,
It's a bit
is
ridiculous.
insane.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I've tried a lot, and I just can't do it.
I mean, there's ways to give him trample.
I drew him in my hand, looked at my board, and went, "This is a dead card."
This loses me the game if I play.
Yeah.
Huh?
I got, what, 6
Plays
creatures
it
on the board?
anyways.
Yeah.
If anything, he's, what, a 42 at max, and I have no trample.
Cool.
Cool story.
What about you, Andrew? What do you got? What bad card do you love?
So thinking about it after hearing your story a bit, one card that sticks out to me that I don't know if we can call it bad, but it never really worked no matter how bad you wanted to, was We Dragonauts. It is a 1/3 Izzet card with flying.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
gets +2/+0 for every instant and sorcery spell you cast
Yeah.
until end of turn.
It's not bad.
When this card first came out back in, the Guild Pact Ascension, the first Ravnica set,
Yeah.
I wanted so badly to make it work. And, I would do anything to make this card work. So, the only time I ever got it to really work was in Draft.
Well, sure.
Yeah, Draft, you can make it work.
Because
Trying
it's a 3-drop flyer.
Yeah,
That
it's
can,
wrong.
that can be
And
that can be
Draft,
buffed.
it's
Yeah, of
great.
course.
When you're trying to play it in Standard, though,
3 mana is too much, buddy boy.
Hashtag dies to removal.
just a tad bit too much. But did I give it the good old college try? I gave it the good old college try. Because in that set, you had this one red instant card, I can't remember the name of it, that says target multicolored creature gets double strike until end of turn. Draw a card. That's pretty good.
That's good.
That goes well with We Dragonauts. I got to run that.
Just off of that, it's a 3/3 with double strike.
Oh, yeah. And then, you have your shocks. You have your, other little kill spell stuff here.
Was Bolt in that standard?
You know what? It may have been.
I think Bolt was in that
Yeah,
standard.
I think so.
Bolt
Bolt was in that
So what?
standard.
The plan's just to get him on the board and let him live, and then once he lives, you go cool, hit, bolt your face, shock your face, double strike. Oh, you lose.
Yes, that was the whole point. That was the whole thing I was trying to. It was a glass cannon.
Potentially turn 4 maximum.
Yeah,
You could
would
do it
hope.
quicker.
Yeah.
You would hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something, Elijah.
Here's how statistics
Yeah.
work.
Let me explain to you how statistics work. They hate you.
In that same set, in that same standard, there was a take an extra turn spell for 3 mana.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I
there
can
was
tell you
one
what
there.
people did run and what people didn't run.
Yeah.
And it
Wasn't
wasn't
We
We
Dragonauts.
Dragonauts.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't.
I know. I'm saying in theory it's turn 4, but of course it never is because you play it on turn 3 and they go, all right, I guess. And you go, cool, I might get it. Turn 4, you buff them up and swing. And they go, lightning bolt. And you're like,
Yeah.
Next.
Well, no. Hey, I ran remand. I ran remand. It was a good counter spell. Went back to their hand.
Remand was a good counterspell in the days of what was it? Remand was a good counterspell for something.
oh,
I can't remember what it was.
Can't remember, but it was.
Was it Storm?
Yeah.
Yes,
Storm,
Storm.
yeah.
Storm.
Yeah, it was Storm.
You cast something and then remand up the storm count to bounce the thing you cast back to your hand to recast
Yep.
the one thing you had
Yeah.
anyway. So 1 mana I'm going to loot, but instead of letting it go off, I remand it to my hand to cast it again, so now my storm counts at least 3.
Yep.
For when I cast, like, Grape Shot.
Yeah.
Or empty the bear, or no, empty the warrens.
Empty the Warrens.
Or
yeah.
Dragon Storm.
Or-
What a...
Dragon Storm.
God, what a
Not-
card.
Dragon Storm was not in that standard.
No.
Dragon Storm
But-
was that's
Time
not
shifted.
true.
Talk about
Time
a bad
Spiral.
card you love.
Time spiral.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was.
Dragon
It was
Storm.
in Time Shifted and then Scourge originally.
Yep. Scourge originally, then it came back into Time Spiral because I remember that deck.
Yeah.
I remember
Talk
going against
about
that
a
deck.
bad card you love.
Yeah, turn 1, let's go ahead and we'll play an island. We'll suspend a Lotus Bloom, Ancestral Visions. We're going to just draw into that. Okay, I'm going to, here's me playing my noob little deck, not doing well.
I'm gonna play a Llanowar Elf.
I'm going to lose on turn 3. So, all right, I have one more before we wrap this up
Yeah.
that I think we can go as.
Yeah.
Everybody, when you've played Magic, you've gone against a salty player, a salty matchup. I'm sure you both can think of one right now. I'll start with mine. But what is the saltiest matchup that either you were the salty one or you went against something that was real salty? I know that's hard for you because you can get super salty.
I have pretty high sodium levels.
Yeah, pretty high
I
sodium
gotta
levels.
say, I gotta say.
So for me, this is going back to so it was standard, and it was just before Throne of Eldraine came out. So this was like M22 War of the Spark. Not M22. Why am I thinking M22? Why did I say M22? No,
know what you meant.
Yeah, you know what I meant. But it was that block. So I made this deck. It was actually a lot of fun. It did really well. It was a Mardu Aristocrats deck.
Oh yeah.
It was very uncommon. And what I would do was I would have cards like God Eternal, Mayhem Devil, God Eternal Bantu. The 3-drop Rakdos Legendary that whenever a creature dies, it deals a point.
Judith.
Yes. There was a 2-drop that had haste. In the beginning of your upkeep, you could sacrifice a creature. If you do, target player loses 2 life.
Delightful.
There was a vampire that it was a 2/2. You could pay 1, sack a creature. It gains indestructible and death touch on end of turn.
Yes. Yeah.
What a card.
The names escape me. I apologize. It's gonna bother me.
Keep talking. I know what
So-
the card is.
What I would do is basically was to
Pitiless
build.
Pontiff.
Pitiless Pontiff. And I would also run the aristocrat Orzhov vampire that whenever a creature you control dies, you gain life.
Cruel Celebrant.
Yep, Cruel Celebrant. So I would run these cards, and it was not common. I was also run Hero of
Hero
Precinct 1.
I mean,
because
Hero
you're running
Precinct 1.
multi.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
It was a staple in standard. So
Yeah,
you saw it in a lot
Esper
of the
Hero was
Esper-
a good deck for a while.
Oh yeah,
for a long while.
because that's why everyone hated 3 fairy that time. But I decided because after going against 3 fairy decks and all of that, I wanted something to do with Hero of Precinct 1. So I made Mardu Aristocrats with Hero of Precinct 1 because I ran almost exclusively multicolor cards except for Hero and God Eternal Bantu.
Yeah.
So what I would do was I would build this board state up. People were just like, okay, whatever, Mayhem Devil, whatever, because Cat Oven wasn't a thing at the time. You had to go through the hard way to sacrifice things. And then I'd go, okay, yeah, turn 5, let's see, I have a Mayhem Devil, I have a Judith out, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, I'm going to God Eternal Bantu, I sacrifice everything, and I just kill you.
Yeah,
Mayhem Devil.
and you just game.
Good game.
Well, yeah, because Mayhem's ping in and
The amount of... I
Yeah.
actually won a few Friday Night Magics with that deck, because
Yeah.
no
I'm
one
not
expected it.
surprised.
It was
No.
wonderful.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
no one expects a turn 5 Bantu into a win. Like,
Yeah,
no one's looking at that like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I was going against someone who was playing Tamir Reclamation.
That's oh no.
And this was the Tamir
Is this Scape Shift to me Reclamation?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. And this is when you had Search for Escanta.
Yep.
And they were playing the Hydroid Crisis.
Yeah.
and all
Yep.
that. So this guy
a good card.
is cocky. He got me game 1. I got him game 2. We are in game 3. And he's got me on the ropes. I'm down to like 8 or 9 life. And I'm basically counting up. And I have 2 Mayhem Devils out. I have a Judith out.
That's a lot.
I have a God Eternal Bantu in hand. I have a land in hand. I have 4 land out. And I'm kind of counting up. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can probably get him next turn. He's at 27, 28.
It's going to be
And
hard, but I think
It's going to be hard, but it's like I'm counting up. I'm like, yeah, I got enough permanents, I think. And he's like, well, it was a good game, man. I think I'm going to get you this next turn, though. Like, Hydroid Crisis is hard to kill. And I'm like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm like, it's my turn? Cool. I'm going to draw. Oh, cool. Another thing I can sacrifice. Awesome. So I'm going to, play a land. Count up. Okay, cool. I'm going to tap 5. I'm going to play God Eternal Bantu. I'm going to sacrifice everything. You're at what? You're at 27? Cool. Take 28.
That's
The look on his face going, oh. Yeah, good.
yeah, good.
Good
Yeah,
game.
good. Yeah, good.
Game.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah,
game.
good game. Gather
Yeah,
my
good.
stuff, go up.
Good.
Hey, yeah, I won 2-1. I just,
Yeah, good
the
game.
amount of just watching a man's soul die when you do something no one expects. Chef's kiss.
It's delightful.
Delightful. Happy you got one?
So I play modern. I usually play modern here pretty regularly on Tuesday nights, and we have a wide range of people, a wide range of decks. Some people are playing top tier Hammer,
Yep.
Murktide, like
Enchantress.
Enchantress. I don't want to talk about Enchantress. But a lot of people are playing like, we also got some like budget people, right? Like, I think a kid here usually plays like some sort of budget Jeskai control list, and actually forced a tie last week with Enchantress. It was so
nice.
good. It was so good.
You love to see it.
There was an individual, young. The only thing he can afford is the burn list, right?
Sure.
Just like
Mono-red
it's
burn.
mono red burn. That's pretty much it. No problem with that, man.
Yeah.
You gotta play what you gotta play. It's fine.
He was doing good too.
He was. The problem is, he's the cockiest little dude on the planet, because like he'd be like, oh yeah, I think I got you turn 3. I'm like, okay. Oh yeah, it's gonna be real hard to play your 1 mana spells with the Eidolon out. And I'm like, and he beats me because it's burn and it's quick, and he got under me. All right, like he got me fair and square, but the whole time he's just like oh yeah, this is gonna be real bad for you. Oh man, I'm doing so good tonight. Oh man, I'm probably gonna win some money. Oh man,
I hate that.
This just isn't your night, huh? And then so after the game, he was like, I want to see how close you were to the combo, and he like picks starts flipping over my card. And I don't say anything because at this point I'm so tilted. If I say anything, I'm going to scream at a 13-year-old. And that's just not what you do as an adult. So I'm just like, yeah, yup, wasn't going to get it. Wasn't going to get it. Good game, man. I'll take up the slip. That might be the saltiest I've ever been.
Oh, God, I could... Yep, that's salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, anytime.
But that's legit. That's a good reason to be salty.
It was
in my opinion.
Just grief every time he could like shove it like, oh yeah, that real sucks. I take 3. Like, I know I'm taking 3 off. Take 3. I know it's a 2-mana spell, and you have Eidolon of the Great Revel out. I know. I'm taking it down.
I'm taking it down before you say anything. Taking it down.
Take 3.
Oh yeah, oh boy.
Oh, Elijah, what do you got?
So I think the saltiest I've ever been is before. I never usually play Voltron. I don't know why. I normally don't like the style, but I was playing Galea for a little bit because I was gonna turn it into the Miststalker, which I still have to finish. But I was playing Galea, and I like Galea. She lets you cast stuff on top of your library, and they auto-equip if you do. It means you get some real cheesy stuff like a, Colossus Hammer for 1 and Belt of the Giants for 1. You can make her a 20/20 with 2 cards. And you get instant equipped. It's great.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, I'm beating high damage in. Brother across from me playing his stupid Rafik of the Many, his exalted double strike Voltron that makes you want to die.
Yeah,
because it's so quick. It's even quicker than you'd think it would be.
It's pretty good.
And then I can't remember what the other guy was playing, but he's playing something. I can't remember what it is. He's got a decent amount of interaction. It's something to do with white and something else. I can't remember what it was. But so I'm working on it. I'm trying to get my brother out, but I can't because he's got phase outs and fogs and heroic interventions, and I just can't do it, right?
Yeah.
So finally I play a big spell. I draw like 26 cards. I can play anything from my hand for free because of it. I'm like, and I hit nothing good. And I'm like, oh, whatever. So I do some finagling, and I finally get it to work, and I swing in. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hit him, right? I'm like, I can do this. And he goes, and of course he has a response. He goes, I'm gonna kill your thing. And I go, no, you're not, heroic intervention.
Yeah.
I save it. And then he goes, cool. Shadow Spear active. No, you don't. And I went, and I had another one. He only had the 1 minute to do it, and I go, cool. He goes, cool. I'm gonna tap this or remove it. I go, cool. I got another one. And then in response to me doing it again because I have the mana to do it, Brandon over there goes, I'm gonna path to exile your Galea. And I went, I literally screamed, what the fuck are you doing?
Why?
Oh.
Actually, can I tell us?
He passed the exile Galea. Galea dies. He kills Josh. Kills me next turn. And then, of course, because he used the path of exile, he's got nothing.
Yeah.
And then he passes his turn. It goes to Josh. He swings with like a 27 double strike, and he wins. And I went,
But hey, you got.
I actually drove home upset. No music, no nothing in my head. Drove all the way home.
Just like.
Yeah, I was. Not only the Shadow Spear annoyed me, but also just the fact that in response to me trying to save it again, because I had the mana to, he went, no, you specifically are losing this game. And I went, great.
But hey, you got that sweet basic.
Yeah, because my brother would have died from it too. It was unblockable. Galea was also unblockable, if I might add. A Rogue's Passage unblockable. He lost. It was 27 lost. I'm still salty.
So I can tell. So I think I'd be remiss. Like, I know if I don't say it, because I know, like, my spouse watches these videos.
Yeah.
They like it a lot. I do have a salty story from them that they would be like, why didn't you say that, you idiot? It's hilarious. So, playing a game of Commander. I am playing Kess. That is my commander. It's a lot of fun. This Kess deck, it's all about making, like, there's some token making, there's some storm building.
Kess is
great.
Kess is real good.
My spouse is playing Arcades. Got a friend, the guy against. This is a Big Butts Arcades.
Yeah.
Arcades
Arcades means that your creatures deal damage equal to their toughness, not their power.
Good old defender attacks.
Yeah.
So you got those
Hot
0-13s
League or
that are
whatever.
slapping for
Yeah.
and they can
got-
attack as though they didn't have defender. It does
We
that
got
too.
one person over here. I can't remember what he's playing, but that doesn't matter. He died early. And then the guy across us, he's playing Orzhov. He's an annoying guy who played Esper I talked about earlier, but he's playing an Orzhov Pillow Fort.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
this guy.
yeah, he's
I don't want
terrible.
to play against that guy.
Awful. He was awful. So I'm getting to the point where it's like I have 1,000-Year Storm out. I just cast it. And I'm getting myself ready. Oh, next turn is gonna be big. I'm gonna be killing some people. But I'm low on life. And I see my spouse over here going, it has a full board save. I'm like, man, that's all coming towards me. I go and get a little bit to maybe survive, but I don't know how I'm gonna do here. So I go, all right, yeah, I'm gonna pass turn. Guy over here, and I can see it in my spouse's face. They're salivating at the mouth, getting around like, I'm gonna kill my spouse. I'm gonna kill my husband. It's gonna be great.
Spouse tears.
Pillow Fort guy goes, okay, wow, that's a scary board set over there. You don't got much going on over there. I'm gonna Wrath of God.
Ooh!
All of a sudden, you hear, oh, come on! Oh! And I laughed so hard I almost passed out because I just saw it. It's just like, oh, come on.
You can see the soul crush. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful. And spoiler alert, I won.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna recast Kess and you guys lose because 1,000-Year Storm said and Kess say I win.
Yeah.
Because that's how that works.
Yeah. Oh, it was so
Delicious.
beautiful to watch. Just my spouse gets pretty salty sometimes, and it's beautiful. But that was great. Good. I love talking about
Magic.
moments. I love
Magic the
Magic.
Gathering is a good
I
game.
love
Great
Magic. It's
game.
fun.
It's a good game.
But that is all we got today for the MTG Rundown. Hopefully next week there's some more fun new stuff. If not, we'll find something to rant
Ban
about.
Ragavan.
Yeah.
Yeah, ban Ragavan. Hashtag ban Ragavan.
Please.
Errata it to a rare. Why? Because that's where it deserved to
That's
be.
where it deserves. That's where it should be. Truly.
But that's it for us today. My name's Andrew,
I'm happy.
And I'm Elijah.
and we will see you next week.
Peace.